Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know I've been a bit MIA but we're here now, so
listen long enough, you can love me.
Basically this video is just going to be one of 3 videos where I talk about my trip to Jerusalem. So it was easily the best trip of my life so far, like hands down. I went with my family. It was kind of like a thing that we've always wanted to do, so we just thought, you know, YOLO, let's just go. I've got my laptop here actually, so if I'm looking off camera, that's what I'm looking at. So we stayed in Jerusalem, we went to the River Jordan, the Dead Sea. We floated in the Dead Sea, that was amazing. We went to Jericho, we went to the Mount of Temptation, we went to the Chapel of Ascension, the Mount of Olives, the Tomb of the Lord's Prayer, Bethlehem, and the Chapel or Church of Nativity where Jesus was born. Random markets, random walking around. We went to the Garden of Gethsemane, Via Dolorosa, or the Stations of the Cross, which is like where Jesus had to carry his cross up until he was crucified. The Spring of Prophet Elisha, and then just random chapels and churches. So we left England around 7. Got to Jerusalem around 2, and the hotel was really nice. But like what I really loved about it was the view. So I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but the trip was mostly like religious. For us, it had a deeper meaning. We have always wanted to visit a place like this where you can, you know, go and then come back and then read your Bible and be like, oh my God, I've actually been there. And then, you know, when they talk about things, you can actually visualize it and be like, wow, this is what it looked like. When we went to the River Jordan, loads of people were getting baptized. You know, there were people with like white robes just chilling. We went to the River Jordan after we went to the Dead Sea, so you'll be able to see like all my makeup is just completely gone by this point. I'm a bit tired, you know, it's hot. You know how Mumza, she wanted at least 2 bottles of River Jordan water, at least. So I'm bent down, scooping it as fast as I can, and then I realized that, you know those like low tops, well not low, just loose, and you're bending down and your like breastal area is just la. I look up and this man is just looking right at me, up, down, up, down. It was one of those, my eyes are up here buddy moments, you know. And I was so angry. I was so angry. Oh my God. I've always like just always come into contact with men like that. I don't know why, just uncles, like just, I realize now I'm like covering my chest and he's looking at me like, whoa, just doing the whole jeering, typical masculine, not apologetic whatsoever. And it upset me even more. And I was so close to saying something that I shouldn't have said. The way it looked is, you know, you hear River Jordan, oh, you imagine like an amazing, and it was amazing, but it was dirty.
Oh, wait a minute, there is one more guy.
That's exactly how Jesus
One more
dressed.
before the one more. You didn't know what you were doing.
There were flies, there were like reeds and stuff growing. My mum wanted those as well, but everything was just like, is this it? And then my mum made the really good point that, you know, when they told Naaman to go and dip himself in the River Jordan and he was like, is there no other river in the land? Like, Come on guys, give me something else. Now you know why he said that, because it is disgusting. So we went to the Dead Sea before the River Jordan, and it was so cool. So we're currently at the Dead Sea. You can see it behind me. I have no clue what I look like right now because my glasses aren't letting me see if I'm in frame or anything, but yeah, this is where we are, as you can see all around. Oh yeah, this is my good angle. Let me just turn it around. I can't swim as well, and I was a bit scared, but you know, because there's so much salt, you float. Like my mum and I could not believe it, because it's like, how is this happening? Because it's so salty, you have to rinse yourself off every few minutes. So you know how you can just like mess about in a regular pool. In this one, water, God help you if water enters your eyes. It's a wrap. Go to Specsavers, you know, purchase some dark sunglasses, purchase yourself a cane, because it's over. Like, it's that salty. And even more, God help you if you have a cut. Even if the cut is one of those ones where even the cut is like 3 days old, it still penetrates, it still hurts. So we then linked up with this other tourist lady and then took a trip to Jericho. Which was not too far off. So I believe a Palestinian driver took us to Jericho. Political and social tension is very much present. So there are bits where there are warning signs warning off Israelis, and bits where you dare not enter as a Palestinian. And I saw this sign that really shook me. I'm gonna insert it. Like, can you imagine seeing that just on a casual drive and you're like, whoa, this is serious. That was the point where it actually hit me, okay, like, this is not just, ooh, a fancy, you know, let's go to Jerusalem. This is history in the making, and you're actually part of a very significant point in time. We went to the Mount of Temptation, you know, where the devil was like, bow down and worship me and I will give you blah, blah, blah. And it was huge, it was so big. The food there as well was so good. The hummus, oh my god. According to my mom, she was like, it's a blessed land, that is why their produce is bountiful. I'm like, yeah, that too, but like, there's just something about it. It just tastes different. It's nicer, it's richer. It's strange because when you think about the country, or when you first arrive there, everything is so rocky. There was like a market at the Mount of Temptation as well, so that was nice to visit. We spent so much, oh my god, touristy, and these people could hustle. Like, just before they switch drivers or whatever, so the Israeli driver is gonna take you to, like, you know, he's like, oh come, let's have a rest, let's have some tea. You go now to have the tea, it's a shop. Uncle, why are we here? Sir, excuse me, sir. But it was also really lovely. It was really lovely to just go about. I'd definitely recommend going around in like taxis or cars. A nice vibe. I mean, even though these political undertones were still there, I didn't for 1 minute feel like I was in danger, which was strange because before I went, I was sure, I was like, God, please protect us. And I think that's something to do with the media as well. That's what they do, isn't it? They perpetrate just unhealthy views of things. So thank you so much for watching this first part of my Jerusalem vlog, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you return for part 2.